मैं नोबेल पुरस्कार विजेता गुरुदेव रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर जी के शब्दों के साथ अपनी बात समाप्त कर रहा हूं। शुभो कर्मपोथे, शुभो कर्मपोथे, धोरो निर्भयो गान, सौभ दुर्बल सौन्योष होक अवसान।
साथियों, वेद से विवेकानंद तक भारत के चिंतन की धारा गुरुदेव के राष्ट्रवाद के चिंतन में भी मुखर थी, और यह धारा अंतर्मुखी नहीं थी। वो भारत को विश्व के अन्य देशों से अलग रखने वाली नहीं थी। उनका विजन था कि जो भारत में सर्वश्रेष्ठ है उससे विश्व को भी लाभ हो, और दुनिया में अच्छा है भारत उससे भी सीखे। आपके विश्वविद्यालय का नाम ही देखिए, विश्व भारती, मां भारती और विश्व के साथ समन्वय। गुरुदेव सर्व समावेशी और सर्वस्पर्शी सह अस्तित्व और सहयोग के माध्यम से मानव कल्याण के बृहद लक्ष्य को लेकर चल रहे थे। विश्व भारती के लिए गुरुदेव का यही विजन आत्मनिर्भर भारत का भी सार है।
Guru Ravindra Jayanti. It is an annual celebration that marks the birth anniversary of Guru Rabindranath Tagore, who was a renowned Indian poet, philosopher, musician and artist. He was also the first Asian to be awarded the Nobel Prize in the Literature in 1913 for his collection of poems called Gitanjali. Guru Ravindra Jayanti is celebrated on 25th day of Bengali month Boishakh, which usually falls in April or May. This day is a time for the people to reflect on the teachings and legacy of Guru Rabindranath and to honor his contribution to the Indian culture and society. So, who was Guru Rabindranath? Rabindranath Tagore was born on 7th May 1861 to Rabindranath Tagore and Sharda Devi in Calcutta. He was the youngest son among the 13 children and was mostly raised by servants and maids. At a very young age, he was a part of Bengal Renaissance and was a child prodigy as he started penning down poems at the age of 8. He also started composing artworks at a tender age, and by the age of 16, he has started publishing poems under the pseudonym Bhanu Shiva. He also wrote the story Bikharini in 1877 and the poem collection Sandhya Sangeet in 1882. His other influences and inspirations come from his brothers and sisters, including Dwijendranath, Satyendrannath and Swarna Kumari. Tagore was largely homeschooled and was trained by his siblings in the field of gymnastics, martial arts, astronomy, literature, history and mathematics. Now let us have a look on its educational background. Rabindranath Tagore's traditional education begins in Brington in England at a public school. He was sent to England in year 1878 as his father wanted him to become a barrister. He was later joined by his relatives like nephew, niece and sister-in-law in order to support him during his stay in England. Rabindranath had always despised formal education and thus showed no interest in learning from his school. He was later enrolled at the University College in London, where he was asked to learn law, but he once again dropped out and learned several works of Shakespeare on his own. After learning the essence of his English, Irish and Scottish literature and music, he returned to India and married Mrinalini Devi when she was just 10 years old. Establishment of Shantiniketan by Rabindranath Tagore. In Shantiniketan, the father of Rabindranath had purchased a huge property. In 1901, he reallocated to Shantiniketan and established an ashram with the intention of opening an experimental school on his father's property. The classes there were held under the trees and under the conventional Guru Shishya method of instruction. There was a prayer hall with a marble flooring and it was called as the Mandir. He felt that the rebirth of the ancient method of education would be advantageous in comparison to the modern approach. Literary work of Rabindranath Tagore. Literary work of Rabindranath Tagore. When Tagore was just a teenager, he started to compose short stories. His first published work was Bikharini. His stories during the early years of his writing career represented the environment in which he was raised. Among many stories, some of his most well-known short stories are Kabuliwala, Atotju, Hemanti. It is said that among his works, his novel receives the least amount of attention. One of the major causes of this might be his distinct narrative style, which is still challenging for the readers today. His writing addressed future threats of nationalism as well as other important societal problems. His book, Shishar Kobita, presented its tale through poetry and the rhythmic narrations of a main character. He was a dated poet, so he added a sarcastic touch to it by having a characters by making him fun on him. His other well-known books included Gora, Chaturanga, Jagajog, etc. Rabindranath was influenced by classical poets from the 15th and 16th century, including Ram Prasad Sen and Kabir, and his work is frequently compared to theirs. He advised the future poet to think of Tagore and his writing while they read the poem. His best work included Balka, Urobi, Sunar Tori, and Gitanjali, amongst others. His political views. The political stance of the Tagore was little ambiguous. Despite his criticism of imperialism, he backed the continuation of British rule in India. In his essay, The Cult of Charak, which was published in September 1925, he opposed Mahatma Gandhi's Swadeshi movement. He thought that the British and Indians could coexist and claimed that the British occupation of India was a political symptom of a social disease. He opposed nationalism and said it was one of the worst problems humanity had ever faced. Although he occasionally supported the Indian independence movement, he once said that a nation is that aspect which a whole population assumes when organized for a mechanical purpose. He even renounced his knighthood on May 13, 1919, in the wake of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Overall, his vision of free India was based not on its independence from foreign rule, but on the inhabitants' freedom of conscious behaviors and thinking. Let us take a look on the social reforms by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath and the Bengal's partition. On July 22, 1904, the Viceroy of India, Lord Curzon, announced that the Bengal's province would be divided in two parts. The British government was worried about the social integrity among different communities in Bengal and wanted to divide and rule. The Bengal partition took place on October 16 in 1905, and this sparked a nationwide protest. The Indian National Congress had started the Swadeshi movement, where Indians denounced all British items and used all native items. Rabindranath Tagore wrote the song Banglar Mati, Banglar Jol, means soil of Bengal, water of Bengal, to unite the Bengali population. He started Rakhi Utsav, where people from Hindu and Muslim community tied colorful threads on each other's wrists. In 1911, the two parts of Bengal were reunited. Going against conventional Western education, Tagore was against the conventional classroom education. He believed interaction with the nature is essential for learning. On December 29, 1918, Tagore laid the foundation stone of Vishwa Bharati University. He remodeled education as a holistic development process where teachers would be more like mentors guiding students towards emotional, intellectual, and spiritual upliftment. He invested his Nobel Prize money in building a campus and a town in Bolpur, West Bengal. He named the place Shantiniketan, the abode of peace. His educational reforms are included in many curriculum across the world. The Dark Knighthood, the British were overwhelmed by the genius of Tagore. A lot of his work were translated before the First World War. After the war was ended, Tagore was offered the knighthood by the royalty. But this was the time when Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place in Amritsar on April 13, 1919. Tagore renounced the title as a protest against the brutal genocide by the British military. In his repudiation letter to Lord Chelmsford, Tagore wrote, "The time has come when badges of the honor make our shame glaring in the incourageous context of humiliation, and I, for my part, wish to stand shorn of all special distinctions by the side of those of my countrymen who for their so-called insignificance are liable to suffer degradation not fit for a human being." Changing how India saw the world. Rabindranath Tagore is known as a Vishwa Kavi or a poet of a world due to the universal ideology. He advocated the idea of global integrity and that the man himself is a gateway to the world. His songs spoke of man's position in entire cosmos, and his philosophies changed the way the Indian saw the world. Tagore faced criticism from radical politicians and agitators for being an upper-class author who did not connect to public due to the low education standards. He urged Indians to believe that there can be no question of blind revolution, but of steady and purposeful education. He also spoke against the petty nationalism, saying that when the organization of politics and commerce becomes all-powerful at the cost of the harmony of higher social life, it is an evil day for the humanity. Awards and achievements of Rabindranath Tagore. On November 14, 1913, Tagore received the Nobel Prize in Literature in recognition of his significant and groundbreaking literary achievements. In 1919, following the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, he renounced his 1915 knighthood. In 1940s, Oxford University presented him with a doctorate of literature during a special ceremony held at Shantiniketan. Guru Ravidas Jayanti is celebrated with great enthusiasm across the India and around the world. Guru Rabindranath Jayanti is a celebration of Guru Rabindranath's contribution to Indian culture and society. People organize cultural programs such as music and dance performance, poetry recitations, and art exhibitions to celebrate his literary and artistic work. Processing, religious ceremonies, lectures, and seminars are also organized to educate people about the Guru Rabindranath contributions to Indian culture and society. Reading and reciting Guru Rabindranath's work is also a way to honor Guru Rabindranath's literary legacy and to reflect on his teachings. Offering prayers and pujas is also a way to honor Guru Rabindranath and seek his blessing. Donation and charity is also a way to honor Guru Rabindranath's teaching on social justice and compassion and to help those who are in need. Guru Rabindranath Jayanti is a significant occasion in India that celebrates the life and legacy of one of the country's most renowned cultural icons, Guru Rabindranath Tagore. The celebration involves various customs, traditions, festivals such as cultural programs, processions, feasts, and acts of charity to honor Guru Rabindranath's contribution to Indian literature, music, society, etc. This occasion not only celebrates the literary and artistic achievements of Guru Rabindranath, but also serve as a reminder of his teachings and of social justice, compassion, and universal humanism. The celebration inspired people to continue his legacy and work toward a better and more equitable society. Overall, Guru Rabindranath Jayanti is an occasion that brings people together, irrespective of their religion, caste, or ethnicity, to celebrate India's rich cultural heritage and to honor one of the most revered icons.